entire TBA collaborative in the first place. So we came up with a sort of setting for this play we wanted to create. And we came up with the idea of a circus. Because even though circuses are kind of scary, it's sort of a turn-of-the-century Americana circus. And they're sort of frightening places, but yet they're still a place of safety, because nothing really ever changes in a circus. They do their acts all the time. And we related this idea of a safety circus to Dante's Purgatorio, and the idea of continuing on this circular path of bearing your act or whatever. And it's a place without change. We came up with the title of the Grind Show from Circus Jargon. So then we decided we needed to come up with some characters for this play. And the characters turned out to be circus acts who were blinded by their fears. We found that it would be interesting to have these characters be people who have died and moved on to the circus because they were holding on to something that was so strong that it wouldn't let them move forward into the beyond, the death, the whatever you would call that. And so, for example, we have here from last year's production of The Grind Show, the knife thrower, who is a character who throws knives at herself every single day. And she comes back and continues to throw these knives at herself because it's easier to continue on this sort of circular, non-ending, eternal burden than to move on to something unknown. So then we had to figure out who our protagonists would be for this play. And we came up with the idea of a blank slate, an unborn child who's unable to move on into life. Because if we have characters in circus who have died, wouldn't it be interesting to see what would happen if something so innocent would come on and disrupt their sort of eternal grind, if you will. And so then we realized, as we were creating the story for this play, that the characters were taking on they were reminding us of these archetypal figures which Carl Jung has explored in his work. And so you see the sorceress, who is the sort of antagonist type figure, and we see him as the ringmaster of our play. And the child, the unborn child, would be the self, which is the character that the audience relates most closely to. So in conclusion to all of this research that I've been doing, so my question, can fear inform my goals as an artist rather than hinder them? Through creating a brand new model of the theatrical hierarchy that is circular rather than linear, and in developing a complex allegory which is pretty much about fear and how people can't move on from their fears. I found that personal fears can in fact be used as a tool for growth as an artist, and this experience has propelled me to find my own artistic voice, as well as discover my potential as a leader in inspiring others to challenge their own fears. So sort of as an afterthought, what's the next step for the TBA Collaborative and the Grind Show? This summer, this August, we're taking the play to the Edinburgh International Fringe Festival. And here's some facts